You pay $100 for groceries. It feels expensive. Then you hear that supermarkets have small margins. Can both be true? Yes. Grocery is usually a low-margin, high-volume business. A store can keep little from each sales dollar, then earn a large total across billions in sales. This $100 receipt is a teaching tool. It is not one fixed split for every basket or store. The shelf price does not begin at the shelf. It can include farm inputs, food production, packaging, shipping, wholesale work, and retail work. Those costs can move at different times. So a higher shelf price does not tell us which step changed. We need to look inside the business. Start with gross margin. That is what remains after the direct cost of the product. But it is not final profit. The store still has operations, distribution, depreciation, financing, taxes, and inventory losses to cover. Think of gross margin as a bucket. Many bills still come out of that bucket. Here is one dated example. Metro reported about $22 billion in sales for fiscal 2025. After all reported costs and taxes, net earnings were about $1.02 billion. That is about 4.6 cents per sales dollar. But this is not a typical grocery basket. It is one company's combined food and pharmacy business. 4 or 5 cents can look tiny. Now repeated across billions of dollars in sales. The total becomes large. That is the basic grocery model. Small earnings on each sales dollar, repeated at enormous volume. Small margin does not mean small company. And large total profit does not mean the store kept most of your receipt. There is another wrinkle. Suppose a grocer's product cost rises. If it keeps the same percentage gross margin, the selling price rises too. The percentage stayed the same. But the gross profit dollars per item can still grow because the percentage now applies to a larger number. That is why percentages and dollars can tell different stories. The gross margin bucket pays for the business around the product. That includes stores, distribution, equipment, financing, taxes, and other operating costs. These costs do not appear as a separate line on your receipt. But they still shape what the store can keep. Some inventory never reaches a customer. Food can spoil. Goods can be damaged or become obsolete. Prices can also fall before an item sells. These losses are called shrink and write-downs. Reducing them can improve gross margin without a simple change to shelf price or supplier cost. Suppliers may also pay allowances to a grocer. Some reduce recorded inventory cost. Others pay for a specific promotion or service. That matters to the accounts. But public reports do not prove that every sale price or promotion is supplier funded. So we should not pretend they do. Private label products give a grocer its own range. They can also change the mix of higher and lower margin sales. The Competition Bureau said private labels were one possible reason for margin changes, but it did not have enough data to prove that explanation. Loyalty points also have a business job. Grocers record part of a sale for future rewards. They use personalized offers to encourage repeat shopping and more customer spending. Here is the answer. Your grocery bill can rise because costs changed across a long supply chain. A supermarket can still keep only a small final share. At the same time, a small margin change can matter when sales are huge. The Competition Bureau found that the largest Canadian grocers' food gross margins had risen by a modest but meaningful amount. It also said Canada had room for more grocery competition, but a higher shelf price alone does not prove what caused it. There is no honest universal split for a $100 receipt. The simple rule is this: high prices, small margins, and large profits can all exist at the same time.